In this video, we're going to cover trigonometric ratios. The aims are: find the missing side or angle using trigonometric ratios, and tasks to check your understanding. At the end of this video, I would like to check your understanding, so I prepared a task for you. Comment below your answers or questions about trigonometric ratios. You will see this task again at the end of this video. Here we're going to work out the value of x and give your answer in one decimal place. To solve for the value of x, we have to use the SOHCAHTOA. The SO stands for sine theta is equal to opposite over the hypotenuse, and Ka is cosine theta is equal to adjacent over the hypotenuse, and TOA for tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Now, in this right angle triangle, let's name the sides of the triangle. So the opposite of the 90 degree, that is the hypotenuse side, and that is the x. The given angle is 25 degrees, and opposite of that is the opposite side, and the third side will be the adjacent. Now, to identify which of these three that we're going to use the unknown side, that is the hypotenuse, and the given side, that is the adjacent. Now, out of these three, with adjacent and hypotenuse, that is the Ka, or the cosine. So that's how to identify which of these three that we're going to use to solve for the value of x. Now, let's substitute. Cosine theta is the angle, that is 25, equal A, or the adjacent, is 11 over hypotenuse x. Now we're going to cross multiply. So x times cosine 25 is x cosine 25 equal 11. And then divide both sides by cosine 25. We can cancel this out. So x is equal to, now using your calculator, press 11 times cosine 25, then equal, that is 12.1 in one decimal place. So the value of x is 12.1. In this right angle triangle, we have here 8x and the 30 degrees. Let's name them. 8 is the hypotenuse, since that is the opposite of the 90 degrees. And the x here is the opposite side. So here we have opposite and the hypotenuse. So we're going to use SO, since it has opposite and hypotenuse. So is sine theta is equal to opposite over the hypotenuse. Then substitute. So sine theta is 30 equal opposite is x over the hypotenuse 8. Now let's cross multiply. So 8 times sine 30 is x is equal to 8 times sine 30. Now using your calculator, x is, press 8 times sine 30, then equal, that is 4. So the value of x is equal to 4. For this right angle triangle, we have x, 5, and 38 degrees. Now let's name these sides. So opposite of the given angle, 38 degrees, that is the x. and we will name this side as the opposite. And the 5 here is the adjacent. Now it's opposite and adjacent, so we're going to use tangent since it's with opposite and adjacent. So TOA is tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Now let's substitute. Tangent theta is 38 equal opposite is x over adjacent, that is 5. Now solve for x by cross multiply. So x is equal to 5 times tangent 38. So x is equal to, using your calculator, press 5, then times tangent 38 equal, that would be 3.9 in 1 decimal place. The value of x is 3.9. Here we're going to work out the value of missing angle and give your answer in 1 decimal place. In this right angle triangle, we have here 51, 55, and here's our missing angle. So 55 here is the hypotenuse. 51 here is the opposite, since that is the opposite side of this unknown angle. So with hypotenuse and opposite, we're going to use SO, or the sine. So that will be sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Now let's substitute. So sine theta is equal to opposite is 51 over the hypotenuse 55. Now let's divide 51 divided by 55. That will turn into sine theta is equal to 0.927, and this is a recurring decimal. Afterwards, we are going to press shift and then the trigonometric ratio that you use, which is the sine. So shift sine, afterwards it will shows like this, sine then to the power of -1. Afterwards press equal. Okay, that will turn into theta is equal to, in 1 decimal place, is 60 degrees. So that is the value of our angle. Here in this right angle triangle, we have here the 17, and that is the hypotenuse. And the 8 here is the adjacent. And here is our unknown angle. So with adjacent and hypotenuse, we're going to use K. And that is cosine theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Now let's substitute. Cosine theta is equal to adjacent is 8 over the hypotenuse, that is 17. Now let's divide 8 divided by 17 is equal to 0. Let's put here cosine theta is equal to 0.4 dot on top, 7, and continuously. Afterwards, let's press shift and then we use the cosine. So shift cosine, it will turn into cosine to the power of -1. Afterwards, press equal. So shift cosine equal, in 1 decimal place, theta is equal to 61.9 degrees. So that is the value of our angle. Next, in this right angle triangle, here is our unknown angle, and opposite of that is the opposite side, and the 8 here is the adjacent. Now we have opposite and adjacent, so we're going to use TOA. And TOA is tangent theta is equal to opposite, that is 4, over the adjacent 8. Now let's solve. Tangent theta is equal to 4 divided by 8 is 0.5. Then we're going to press shift followed by tan, that will turn into tangent to the power of -1, and then press equal. So shift tangent equal, theta now is equal to 26.6 degrees in 1 decimal place. So that is our answer, 26.6 degrees. It's now time to check your understanding. Pause the video and comment below your answers or questions about trigonometric ratios. And always remember, math is more than a procedure. It's a powerful habit of thinking.